stop trying to optimize everything all at once. That's where most people burn out before they even see any real results. You look at productivity gurus, social media experts, fitness coaches, they all give you 10 different systems, 5 apps, and 3 complex routines. And what happens? You try 1 week, feel overwhelmed by the other 9 things you haven't started yet, and then you quit entirely because it felt too much work. The secret isn't finding the perfect system, it's radically simplifying your approach until it feels almost ridiculously easy. Think about decision fatigue. Every single small choice you make throughout the day drains mental energy that should be reserved for the big stuff, actual creative problem solving, the deep focus work, the meaningful relationships. When you have 20 ways to organize your morning routine, choosing which way to do it becomes its own exhausting task. So, we need to ruthlessly pare down our inputs. What does radical simplification actually mean in practice? It means identifying the absolute core function you need something to perform, and then picking the simplest tool available to achieve it. If an app has 7 features but you only use 2, those 5 extra features aren't helping you, they're adding cognitive load. Get rid of them. Automate the mundane so your brain can stay focused on the magnificent. This ties directly into building momentum. Momentum doesn't come from massive leaps, it comes from tiny, undeniable wins stacked upon each other. Instead of aiming to overhaul your entire life overnight, which sets you up for failure, when reality inevitably hits, same for micro habits. Can you commit to reading just 1 page every night instead of setting a goal to finish a chapter? Can you spend 5 minutes tidying your desk right after lunch instead of dedicating an hour on Saturday? These minuscule actions build psychological proof. They prove to yourself, moment by moment, that you are capable of follow-through. Each successful completion releases a little dopamine hit, creating a positive feedback loop that makes starting the next tiny thing significantly easier than resisting it. And here's perhaps the biggest shift in mindset required: stop confusing activity with progress. This is huge. Being busy is often just sophisticated procrastination, dressed up in a nice outfit. Checking emails constantly, attending meetings that could have been an email exchange, endlessly tweaking minor details that looks productive on paper. But if none of it moves the needle toward your main objective, it's just noise pollution for your goals. Progress requires intentional friction removal around your highest leverage activities. Where's the point in your workflow where you get stuck waiting for permission, data entry, or someone else's approval? Identify that bottleneck and attack it relentlessly, making it frictionless for yourself to move forward. Don't polish the edges while the foundation is cracking. Fix the structure first. When you combine ruthless reductionism, cutting away anything non-essential, with hyper-focus on microscopic consistency, you bypass the burnout cycle completely. You replace the overwhelming mountain range of perfection with a series of manageable molehills. Stop chasing complexity. Chase clarity. Find the smallest possible action today that guarantees tomorrow will be slightly better than today was. That simple commitment is infinitely more powerful than planning some grand, impossible transformation for January 1st. Check out Profile for podcast summaries.